even fight tonight?
He cut me with his fingernail. That's all I got.
The beginning of the week, you knew you were going to be standing here when we talked to you a couple days ago.
I told you guys.
Talk us through that that confidence and what made you that confident against a guy that hits like him, obviously in his own backyard.
Man, crazy fight. I did an interview with you guys earlier in the week, and I told you what I was going to do. He's a good fighter, but he's so predictable, and he fights with his motion. He's so obvious is what he's doing, and he did exactly what we thought he was going to do. The only thing that I was a little bit different was how hard of a head he had. I kind of busted my hand hitting him. I mean, I hit him with some shots. I think I may have dropped him a few times. I really don't remember. I remember him being on the ground and stuff, but I hit him with these shots, and he was just still there. So to be able to come in Orlando, my coach Dave Marinovo told me to be relaxed, stay relaxed, be you. The UFC hasn't really seen what I could do, and I feel like they've seen a little bit more that I can. I have a lot to do here. I have a lot to do. I've been doing this since I was 4 years old, and I knew I was better than him at everything. So I beat him everywhere, stuck to the game plan, and he fed right into it. He's a bull. I was a matador. He was so bloody. When I took a shower, I thought I was bleeding. I mean, there's blood rushing down, but hell of a fight. He's a tough guy. I stuck to the plan and beat him.
You had him bleeding probably in the first minute or so.
Punch.
It was not much then, but obviously there was a lot more as it went on. But when you have him bleeding that early, how much confidence does that give you, especially as that first round goes on?
He was bloody, and he knew it. I was kind of talking to him a little bit in there, and it kind of, when you're bleeding that early, you see your own blood. It kind of takes something out of you. It does, and I talked to the doctor, and they said he had 9 cuts. And he lost count of the stitches. I mean, his face was like hamburger right here. I saw those lines and just blood, and he was bloody. And felt great.
Third round, it seemed like he was able to still kind of hang in there and throw some dangerous shots. Did he still feel powerful and dangerous in the third?
Yeah, I mean, he's powerful all the time. But he's just so wild and loopy. Like, he's slow. He is, and he still had the aggression. The thing about it, he's so telegraphed, and that's the thing. I have really good footwork, so he only got close to me when I let him, and I think he had like a run of like 15 seconds at the end where, I blocked the kick and he tried to charge me, but I circled out and got out of there and got back to the game plan.
Because of the caliber of finishes that he's had before this, I mean, obviously we've seen him lose a couple times, but the way he's been able to finish guys when he does finish them, what do you think that says about the kind of opponent you should get next?
My goal in 2018 was to be ranked, and that was it. I just feel blessed to be able to go out and do what I know I could do. I mean, you fight all these fights, and I mean, anything you do in your life, you're like, man, I could have did this, or I should have did that. But to be able to execute, I thank God for letting me be calm in the face of battle, be calm in the face of danger. Orlando was just, I love Orlando, and they didn't like me too much. But, hey, it's fight of the fight, and I hope I gained some fans. I was being real respectful. I'm a fighter. I didn't talk too much trash or anything, and I think I'm on the way. I think hopefully got a new contract. That was the last fight of my contract. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, how can they deny you, re-upping, right?
I hope, I'm not the guy with the pen,
Because you were such a big underdog, and again, we talked about the numbers a couple days ago, and as I told you, they're not my numbers, man, right? How much of a chip does that put on your shoulder coming into a fight like this?
I'm always the underdog. I mean, I've been the underdog. My coach has been having me fight the toughest guys, even as an amateur. It's not, I don't fight these guys with 1-4 records. He's like, well, who's your best guy? I'm like, what shit? Why are you trying to have me fight the best guy all the time? And I'm going into hometowns. I went to Brazil. I went to Mexico. When I was an amateur, I was going to Oregon. I fought the best guy in Reno. I fought the best guy in LA. That's what I do. And they're like, who is this guy? And then I beat him. That's kind of been my career. So, also, my goal is too, I want to fight in Sacramento. I have to go to one. So, I want that will I want to add that to my list of goals.
Well done, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I mean it. Like,
Yeah, good win.
Yeah.
you know, I appreciate it. I really do. You know? So, thank you guys.
Congrats, man.
Much respect. Thank you, man.
Congrats, man.